Hola amigos and welcome to episode 2 of La Resurreccion. I hope you're doing well and yeah, we've had a good month. Although it was a difficult month, or it seemed to be a difficult month, we've had a good month. We are going to bring you a double header today and I will show you why in a second, but if we have a look at the games that have gone past. You were with me then for the 4-0 opening day demolition of Elche. We follow that up with a really good 3-0 win against Las Palmas, who are tipped to do well in this season's La Liga 2. Hector, Danny Pacheco, and Renato Santos scoring a fabulous free kick to give us the win for that one. We then followed it up with a tough 1-1 draw away at Numancia. If we just have a look at the stats of this game, 25 shots to their 1, and of course it went in, majority of possession as well. We did equalise as well. They were in front, and we equalised through 1p. And yeah, I think the term is FM'd for that one. We then had a good win away at Alcorcon, 3-2. We did go 3-0 up, but they, as you can see, they did score 2 goals in the last 10 minutes to make it a bit of a nervy ending. But yeah, got the win nevertheless. We then were knocked out in the Copa del Rey second round. Nick Blackman, former Reading man Nick Blackman, why he's on loan at Sporting Gijón, I have no idea. He's Israeli as well. Didn't see that coming, but yeah, he scored the goal. Again, very similar to the Numancia game. We had all the stats. I did play a bit of a rotated side, but yeah, we had all the shots, all the possession. They scored 1 goal on the counter, and we just couldn't break them down. So we're out of the Copa del Rey, disappointingly. But then we did beat Real Majadahonda. What a name that is. 2-0, 2 goals very late on. It looked again. We've been dominating games, but for whatever reason, sometimes we just can't seem to break a team down. But David Lambaran with the penalty, 4 minutes to go. Layson wrapping the win up in injury time. Majadahonda did actually beat other title favourites Granada 5-1 before this game, so that was a vitally important victory. But yeah, 2 games today. We have Gijón again at home, and they're doing well in the league, but also want to get a bit of revenge. And the Zaragoza game, they're 6, so 2 pretty tough games, and I think they'd both be good to bring to you in today's episode. So, without further ado, this is the team for the first game, and a little bit of rotation. Some players, although we started off the season well, some players have dropped off a little bit, so a little bit of rotation, but not too much. So, in goal we've got Munir. Back four, Luis Hernandez, David Lombard, Flavio Ramos and Diego Gonzalez. In the middle, Layson is going to start with Bader Boularud. I don't think you've met Boularud properly yet. 25-year-old Moroccan. Again, decent option in the centre midfield. They signed him this season from the Moroccan League. And yeah, he's scored a couple of decent goals already. So centre midfield is an area that we're pretty blessed really with decent players. On the right, we've got Renato Santos. In the middle, we have Juan P. On the left, we have Juancar. Stop it. It's not a Spanish name for a swear word. But yes, Juancar. No, he's not. He's third choice left winger, but he's just in there for a bit of rotation. Quite a bit of experience as well. And he's been playing all right. So I thought I'd give him his chance. And then, of course, we have Hector up top, who has got another goal since you last joined me. Got 2 in the first episode, but yeah, 3 games and 5 goals in the league, 7.28 average rated. He started off life very well. So, let's get stuck in. Okay, Sporting Gijón playing a very defensive formation. Papa Gilabodji in their team, interestingly. Nick Blackman only makes the bench in this one. And, yeah, hopefully we can get our revenge in the game. Yeah, they're a good team. A little bit more incentive. There you go. Right, so before I forget, let's add replays back into the fold. Of course, can't do 3D replay events. We'll replay some goals, and let's get the league table up as well. Make that a little bit smaller if we can. No, we can't. Excellent. There you go. That'll do. So yeah. I just wanted to start this gameplay as well. I wanted to start off with an apology. It was brought to my attention that the name of the first episode was spelt wrong. Apparently I spelt Ola wrong. Apparently it begins with an H, not an O. I'd just like to apologise to any Spanish people that may probably unlikely, but maybe watching as Juan P scores a lovely free kick in off the post. Yeah, I mean, I've come to Spain and I've just taken the mick out of your language, really. As we can see, Juan P's free kick again just takes a slight nick off the post that beats the keeper. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I've come to your country and I've embarrassed myself with the language, so there's not going to be many of the Spanish titles just because I simply spelling is going to be an issue. But yeah, anyway, as we continue, Sporting Gijón. I've always called this team Sporting Chicken Goujon. I don't really, I guess, because the thing looks a bit like Goujon rather than he. I think it's Gijón. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could well be wrong. Again, as we've seen, my Spanish is not on point. But Sporting Chicken Goujon nonetheless, and it's gone a bit quiet after the goal. Although I'm not going to be disappointed with that. I'll show you the league table as it is. We are top of the league. We are unbeaten so far in our league, and that one defeat, of course, coming to Sporting Chicken Goujon in the cup. Okay, 10 minutes before half time, we have another highlight. Juancar out to Boularou. Can he hit one? He does. Oh, and it's a good save by Mourinho. I think that's because of the end. I'm gonna. Do you know what? I think I might just stop with the Spanish. It's just not gonna go well for me at all. But the goals that he has scored so far this season have been pretty impressive. As Santos knocks it back in, but it's headed away. But yeah, I've lost my trail of thought. Never mind. As Gijón come forward, actually, Djurdjevic strikes on goal. It's a fabulous block by Flavio Ramos. You can see where the league table's on the side there. We are top at the moment, 3 points clear of Cordoba, and the corner's floated in, and Manir collects. Half time comes around then, it is 1-0, and it's fair to say we have dominated the game. And I'm just going to tell them that they're capable of even better. They don't really seem to care, but ideally just want another goal just to see this game out, really. Okay, Renato Santos on the edge. Oh, he's put it just wide. Diego Gonzalez with the throw into Juan Carby, loses out, and Flavio Ramos does well to get in front of his man, Boularud. Out wide to Gonzalez with space. Can he get a good ball in? It's blocked. And Gijón could come away with it here. Alvaro into Hernan, out to Kofi or Coffee. And they're keeping the ball nicely in defence, slowly making their way up the pitch, but Gonzalez with a good tackle. And we could come forward again. Boularud stalls on the ball, but he does get it to Juan P. He plays a lovely ball out to Santos. Go on, get a good ball in. He does. Hector's there. The keeper comes and misses it, and Hector nods in for his fourth goal of the season. Lovely stuff indeed. Just watch this again. It's a great ball out from Juan P. Santos got so much time to pick across. He gets one in, the keeper's come for it, but Hector judges the flight of the ball well, and he heads it into an empty net, 2-0. Okay, this is the first highlight since our second goal, and Hector nods onto the near post, but the keeper saves. Nick Blackman is on the pitch, and they take it off a player with one of the best names I've ever seen, Robin Lodd. What a cracking name that is. There's a good ball in, and they've got a goal back. Alvaro Jimenez waiting at the far sticks, a cracking ball in by Omar Ramos. And I don't need to see this again. I'm just going to make some changes just to shore up in the last few minutes. Just bring the defensive line and the line of engagement down a touch. There you go. We seem to do that. We seem to concede a few late goals, and it's a bit worrying. As I've just noticed, it's a lovely breezy 29 degrees here on the sunny coast of Malaga. I've noticed as well, even in cup games at home, we seem to still get really good attendances. I don't know what the capacity is of the stadium, La Rosaleda, but we seem to be getting like 26,000 for most games, and yeah, it's good for a second tier, especially Spanish as well. Although not many away fans seem to be going to games, but nonetheless, a good 2-1 victory against the Chicken Goujons. If we have a look at the league table, 3 points clear, but look at that goal difference, already plus 11, so much better than everyone else. And yeah, I'll join you now for the Zaragoza game. Right, game day 2 is upon us. I will talk amongst the team in a second. I just wanted to show you something that doesn't really go noticed in sort of saves like this, but sort of backroom staff. I've whenever I come into a club, I find that this stuff really, because I leave a lot of things, a lot of responsibilities to my backroom staff. I find it really important that I have as good a backroom staff as humanly possible. So I'd rather than just sort of leave it. I'll always have like every season. I'll take stock of what we got. If you can make improvements, then great. So backroom staff is something that's quite important to me in FM. As you can see, we're a little low on the scouts. That's because I cleared out a load because they were crap. But I've sorted out all the coaches and stuff. I've kept the assistant manager who was here anyway. He's not too bad. His coaching stats are a little bit wanting, but his tactical just about saves him. So yeah, I've kept him for that. But as you can see, a lot influx of English talent. The English have arrived in Malaga. It's not just a holiday. I know what Mike Marsh is like. Likes a night on the town, but we're here to do a job. And yeah, it's just I thought you might be interested as well to see that sort of thing. Because like I said, it doesn't really get sort of shown. But yeah, the English are in town. Anyway, if we talk about the team, there's only one change that I've made to this team. Danny Pacheco has come back in for Juancar, who does drop to the bench. So, hopefully, we can continue our good form. Apparently, we've set a La Liga 2 record of going the first 6 games of the season unbeaten. Just having a look at the team. Zaragoza, Alberto Vasquez, is that? Alvaro, I know him, even though I got his name wrong. Takera, he used to be at Bilbao, I think. Apart from that, not too sure. But yeah, Zaragoza have slipped down the table a little bit. I think they're down in ninth now. But Alfred Ndiaye's out injured. He's got blisters. Oh, come on, you perf. Sorry. I'll get it. I'll edit that bit out. Jesus. You can't be saying that in 2019. Come on, mate. Right. We are playing on a very long pitch. And this league table is not doing us any favours. Right, we are in the black today. Zaragoza in the white. And yeah, hopefully we can get a good result. Almost 5 minutes gone, and we've given it away, which is excellent. But we do win it back. Pacheco. Santos is in space. Doesn't find him. Well, he does now. Hernandez on the overlap. Get a good ball in. So he does. He finds Pacheco. Goes out a bit wide. Gets the ball in. Hector. It's a lovely save. Santos is there on the rebound. It eventually goes in. I mean, it was a bit lucky, really, that in the manner that the ball fell to him. But a good ball out to Hernandez. The ball in isn't great. Pacheco's got a lot to do. Plays it back inside Hector. It's a great save by Alvarez. He's really unfortunate that the ball falls to Santos, and he taps it home. An early lead here at La Romareda. Lovely stuff. Breezy 33 degrees, Zaragoza. Book your tickets, people. Get a holiday to Zaragoza at the end of September. Lovely stuff. Quarter of an hour gone, and that was quite a suicidal throw. But we get it out well, and again, there's a lot of space on this right-hand side. I didn't realise actually how defensive Zaragoza were playing. It seems to be a common occurrence in Spanish football. Lots of sort of taking a leaf out of Italian footballs, but very defensive. Pacheco, my word. Okay, 20 minutes gone. Hernandez throwing. All the highlights seem to be starting for throwers. There's a great ball to Gonzalez. He does well to win it. Pacheco is there, and he rifles it home. 2-0 up. 20 minutes gone. The season might be a bit easier than I had first anticipated. Juanpi brings the ball down, back to Hernandez. Great crossfield ball. Gonzalez does really well to win the header. Pacheco with time and space hits it on the turn, and that is a lovely finish. Keeper unmoved. Probably not a lot he could do about it, to be honest. Could it be three? Santos knocks one in. Fabio Ramos against the bar, falls to Layson, and he managed to get the ball away. Long ban, half an hour gone. Good ball out to Pacheco. Gonzalez is there if he needs him. He doesn't. He goes for himself. Forces the save out of Alvarez. And again, we are dominating the game. Santos with the corner. He gets one in. Juanpi's at the back stick, and he tucks it home for his fourth of the season, our third of the game. And we are dominating. Santos, lovely ball over to the back sticks. Juanpi gets the better of his man. Alvarez could do very little about it. And it's 3-0. And I am really actually quite cold. I'm recording this at 1:30. No, it's not even 1:30 anymore. It's 2:20 in the morning. Because my sleep pattern not being at uni is absolutely all over the place. And my toes are frozen. I cannot feel my toes. I haven't even been out here that long. That's how cold it is. But this is my commitment. Mainly because I'm way behind on recording. And yeah, my sleeping pattern has everything to do with that. I'm essentially working nights, but not working when I'm awake at night, which is always good. It rolls around to half time. And so far, so very, very good. 3-0 up then. Dominating shots, possession, they haven't even had a shot on target. Tell the team they're expected to prove a point today, mate. We're 3-0 up. What more do you want? Okay, Zaragoza might have their first highlight of the game. They're playing it around the back of Guaras to Munoz. Not seem to be putting on much pressure, but then again, I'm happy to let them have the ball this deep. And if something were to happen, that would be great. And they launch one forward, and Alvaro's in. Alvaro Vasquez, good save. It's forced us to Kero, and we've conceded that goal. That type of goal so many times. One ball over the top, just didn't seem to come to nothing. And then Alvaro gets the right side for him of Lomban. It's a good save by Munir. It looks like he goes for another shot, but it's blocked and falls to Takiro. I knew we were going to concede. It's so annoying that we just can't seem to keep that many clean sheets. I mean, luckily we've got a good enough lead. Could be potential another chance for Zaragoza. Javi Ross with the header just wide. Only a few minutes to go. That's literally been the first highlight since they scored in both games. There's not been much action in the second half. I don't know why I started speaking like Sean Connery then. Not much action in the Why am I doing this to myself? Stop it. Right, maybe another late chance. Another ball over the top. Takero's in behind. Alvaro's there all in his own. We've conceded again. Right, we do this again. We just take everything off. I don't know why this is happening. Why we stop playing late on. Again, Takera, another just ball over the top. This is Sunday League football. I mean, they've scored 2 goals. They can't be too bad a team, but I'm still slating them. It's Sunday League football at best. Just exploiting that we've got an old man playing centre half. He's not even that old. It's not like John O'Shea. I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't desecrate the legacy that John O'Shea has left on football. But yeah, I reckon they're just punishing me because of my Sean Connery accent. I think that's what it was. But they come forward again here. We get the tackle in. Lomban just hoofs it away, should I say. And hopefully we can just hang on to the ball. I mean, Pacheco, that's not what I wanted. And knock it out wide, that's it. Just look for the space now, boys. That's all we need to hold on. We've got 25 seconds. Just play it around. I would say do that thing you do when you're a kid. If you've had enough and the ball's yours, you just pick it up and walk off home. I mean, I can't really do that. Well, these players can't really do that because they get booked for intentional handball. But you just thank God we've managed to see the game out 3-2. Not quite as comfy as we may have liked, but nevertheless, a win away from home against a good team like Zaragoza is not going to be sniffed at. So, after 7 games, 6 wins and a draw, 19 points, a healthy goal difference, 3 points clear of Almeria, who I do believe we play next actually. I picked Zaragoza and Gijón over Almeria, but maybe I should have played Almeria instead. But we won't play them in the next episode. We'll leave it a little while. In terms of when we will be back, maybe if we do, let's see, I think Mallorca, they're doing alright. I mean, to be fair, we could do the battle of the holiday towns, Malaga and Mallorca. Who else are we playing? Extremadura, Osasuna, Tenerife. I mean, it could be a holiday episode, to be fair. Mallorca and Tenerife? Who's Tenerife? Who's ever gone there? Tenerife. I'll have a think and then I'll come back to you. But that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. So if you have enjoyed it, pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more second division for Spanish football. God, mate, that's so appealing. Subscribe to the channel for more FM content. That's what I should have said. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.